Hey folks, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to go over the second week in September uh, ex expenditures that I've made, which has been quite a bit. I know I talked about not spending money on groceries, but let's just grab our glasses and get right to it. All right, so as a reminder, this month is a little bit tight. Um, I have a paycheck coming in on the 16th, but it's after a bunch of bills need to be paid, and they're fairly significant ones. So I just forwarded a little over $900 from August into September to help cover that. For this past week, I've had a couple bills, but the bulk of them will be hitting on Monday, just ahead of this paycheck. I do have a lot of notes here because I secured the HELOC. I also found that the company that's going to be doing my stairwell, which I originally got the HELOC for, offers 0% financing. So if I don't have to pull money out of the HELOC at 7.1%, I'm absolutely going to go ahead and take advantage of that 0% financing for 2 years. So looks like I've got a shadow here. Sorry guys. The lighting is a little bit different because it's earlier than I normally record. So I've got a lot of notes here. I do have a green sky now. They did take a deposit. This statement will not be due until October 18th. And at the time, it will only be a portion of the total amount that's going to be due. I just need to pay it off within 2 years. And I've got that information plugged into YNAB, so YNAB will let me know what I need to pay every single month in order to make that target. So that's why that's one of the reasons why I like YNAB. It is pretty flexible and it allows you to keep track of things a little bit better than like this mess because next month this mess will not be here. I would have to transfer it in to be able to refer to it. And then the HELOC. So this right here. So this $404 was the auto pay that was going to be scheduled if I had not put the disbursement back into the line of credit. So trying to make this short, when you get a home equity line of credit, the company that you get it from disperses a portion or all of the funds that you have set up to be part of the line of credit. And then if you don't need to use it all at once, you just pay that line of credit back. So what I did was I put $4,700 or so back into the line of credit, and it was about $5,100 or so. So I still have a balance, but this amount, sorry, my cat's up here. If you see paws, it's him over here checking things out. Maybe even a tail. The tail, I think, is more likely to make its presence. I'm sorry. So this 404, I don't think that's going to be the amount that is going to be automatically drafted. It's going to be around $10. That's what I'm seeing right now. And I don't know whether it's going to be September 29th or October 29th. It's really unclear in the portal. The Green Sky portal is very clear about what's going to happen, but this one I get conflicting dates. So I just need to be prepared to have a minimum balance, whatever that minimum balance, come out at the end of either this month or next month. I'm pretty sure at this point that it's not going to be the 404 that I was expecting. It's going to be around $10. But just to err on the side of caution, I want to make sure that I am allotting $405 at the end of this month. Just to err on the side of caution. So to that end, I have been working this month to make sure that I have $404. Now right now I am not going to have $404 left over after this paycheck. Now, once I get paid, I'll be able to shore it up to 404.93, but I was hoping to cover it with this paycheck, and it's not going to happen because I have overspent. Mainly on food, you guys. I'm just buying a lot of food. So, yeah. So as far as all of these other things, I did talk, this is me just making some notes about what this green sky is, and how much it's going to be and when I need to pay it off and everything. So that is just my notes to myself. So this is the first part of the month. I did get paid on the 29th of August, and when the month rolled over, I rolled over 946 to help account for this expected expenses for the first part of the month of 2919. Obviously, my salary, which I disclose because I work for the state, and it's disclosed normally. Also, this channel is about just being candid about my budget, also being accountable, right? So exposing this does not feel like exposure. It just feels like a natural part of what a budgeting video is. And I do understand why some people would not want to share it, but for me, it just makes sense to go ahead and do that. So as I mentioned, I did have to bring this over because my expenses were going to be significantly more, because all of these bills that typically come out of the second paycheck of the month, the second paycheck won't be here until the day after they get pulled out of the account. So I had to account for that. I did do some normal variable expenses, and some of them were a little higher, and it took me a minute to figure out how to do this at the start of the month, but this is pretty much shot, guys. There's nothing here that is even closely related to what has actually transpired. Well, maybe the healthcare. Healthcare is pretty spot on. But everything else about it, okay, and pet care, maybe pet care. In any case, it's kind of blown. Yeah. And one of the things I really need to start doing, you guys, with Christmas coming up, I really need to figure out how to shore this up. I don't want to get into the same situation that I've been in for years, where I'm so focused on paying off the debt that when these known expenses come up, or even unexpected expenses come up, I'm not quite prepared for it. Now, I had a reasonably good savings the last time I had a big expense, but it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. So I need to start trying figuring out how to balance this. Balance the need to pay off the debt, but then also increase my savings so that I have something to draw off of. So I need to kind of reassess that, and I will do that in the next paycheck. I'll consider it and talk about it with you guys. If you have any suggestions about this, I'm happy to hear it. Maybe there's like a golden ratio. It's like, what do you put into debt? And I think there is. I mean, if you look at like all of those spreadsheets that I've done recently, they all talk about like the percentage of things, the percent of money of your paycheck that you should put into things. So maybe I'll refer back to that and just see what that breakdown is. So of the disbursement for the HELOC, I put back in $4,700, and I've already paid off the U.S. bank, but it's really paid off in that it transferred to the HELOC because I used the HELOC funds to actually pay that off. And because how much the cost would be to use the U.S. bank versus how much the cost would be to use the HELOC, it made sense money-wise to go ahead and have the HELOC cover it. but I will have to pay that off within the next few months. Actually, the next 2 months in order to make it worth my while moving it over there. So because all of my expenses are hitting pretty much in the first couple months, I think for the second paycheck, I want to try and maybe put half of the mortgage for next month in here. We'll see. I may decide that it should go to the HELOC, or I may decide that it needs to go to my sinking funds. I don't know. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts on that. Um, so when the second pay period runs around, should I really focus on paying off the HELOC, or should I try and put a portion of it into savings? Hey, I would love some feedback, honestly. Just someone to chat about it with. um, so yeah, I'm hoping that there's going to be a lot left over in this paycheck. So as we move along in the month, this is my sinking funds, not much activity there, but this is where the expenses have come in. One of the biggest expenses here you can see was so one of the things I have is a service account where a company comes in, I pay a fee, and they come in a couple times a year and they will check out um, my air conditioning or my heater or whatever. Um, and they were out and they mentioned that my filter was a little bit clogged, and they said, "Can I replace it for you? Do you have one in the house?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm looking through my closet, I'm looking in the basement. No, I don't have any filters. So I had to buy filters. And honestly, I'd like to stop using Amazon for these things. Just as a conscientious objector. I mean, I'm still not going to get rid of my Amazon Prime because, it's an entertainment expense and I do watch those movies, but that's something I will consider. Um, but when I looked this up, you guys, so the cost for someone else to deliver these and put it on a schedule was about $10 more plus shipping. And honestly, I should have just gotten in the car and gone over to Home Depot or Lowe's and picked them up there. But I like the convenience of having them delivered to my household. It's really the truth of it is I'm too lazy to drive over to the mall. Yeah. Um, Now that was an expense I didn't have covered. The other thing was I have just really overspent on food quite a bit this month. Household has been a little bit of an issue, but the all of the household issues are things that I needed. It was not something that I could have deferred or said, "Oh, I don't really need this. This is, whatever." No, they're all things that were needed for the household. So even though I overspent, other than obviously going to the 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 Sunflower Festival, they were things that needed because people were coming into the house. I was buying extra items, and honestly, I think Rachel leaving it's pointing out that maybe I was eating more of her food than I thought. Because a lot of times she would bring in meal items and she would just prepare the meals and I would eat the meals. Um, because she would what the kids eat is a lot different than what an adult wants to eat. So now that she has moved into her own house, I think I'm finding that I'm buying more things for myself. hmm So I did mention that when we were talking about this. I didn't know which way it was going to go, and clearly it's going to go upward. So I'm going to have to adjust my budget, which is fine. And I'm just going to have to thank my daughter for feeding me all these years. So that is a breakdown. I had that expectation that I needed to get litter. Um, and this was just like stock up food, like little, you know, uh, breakfast biscuits and stuff like that. So anyway, US banks paid off, but it was really more or less a transfer into the HELOC, which had a better rate. And Green Sky that won't come into play until October. So, but I did add it in here as a reference because it is a debt and I do have to eventually pay it off. I put all of those things here in the debt payment plan, and I will just be keeping track of this as I have been keeping track of the US Bank all these many, many months. Nothing in the network tracker. I did go ahead, I keep forgetting, I would, last week when I did the update, I've realized as I was turning the pages that I hadn't done my forecast. And my forecast was, it looked like I was going to have $366 left at the end of the month. However, it appears, and I know you probably can't see this, I'll have roughly $273 remaining. And I just performed that calculation by saying, what do I have right now, and what more do I need to spend until my next paycheck? So even though it's a little bit off, it's still reasonably within what the expectation was. And then finally, I have my YouTube schedule. I'm using this as my YouTube schedule because I just don't do meal plans. Rachel and I tried. We were doing this for a couple months, but it was like, meh, let's not do this. She would keep track of it on a calendar that's in the kitchen, but it was really for her, so she could keep track of what the kids had available to eat and everything. So today's the 13th. I'm doing my Budget Mom check-in. Tomorrow I'll do a You Need a Budget check-in, and I'll get into the details of how that's going. And I did download like a toolkit for YNAB, which is kind of fun. We'll look at that as well. And I do have a lot to fix. I have some overspending. I have some things that need to be assigned a category and things like that, because I've been holding off this week. I haven't been going into my phone. The app, it reminds me when I have things that are posting into YNAB from my checking account. But I've been holding off doing that so you guys can see what it looks like. So that we'll be looking at that tomorrow. Oops. We'll be looking at that tomorrow. Getting ahead of myself here. The other thing is, because I get paid on Tuesday, I will be I'll have an amount of money that's to be assigned, and so we'll be assigning that on Tuesday as well. Hold on just okay, sorry, the cat was on my pillow and that makes my eyes itch at night, so I had to just let him know that that was not acceptable to me. So he went scurrying off. But yeah, so that is pretty much it for the month. And I will plan to be here tomorrow, so I will talk to you then.